All right, so this 9.7 million year old tooth was found in Germany, and it belonged to a hominin the same as Lucy. Now what's interesting about this is the fact that it was found in Germany and it dates back 9.7 million years. Now that's 4 million years before Lucy, in Africa. So what this does is put into question the entire belief, the entire theory of the out of Africa theory. So humans might not have came out of Africa. Not only have they found these fossilized teeth there, but on the island of Crete in Greece, they found fossilized footprints. So stuff like that helps to add to the belief that the out of Africa theory is in fact wrong. And if that is wrong, well, where did we come from? It seems as though we came from many different areas. There might not have been a single location where we came out of. I mean, if we look at digs, they have digs all around the world, and it's what's interesting is that the teeth were found in a layer of sediment next to an extinct horse-like animal. I wonder if this ape man was perhaps riding this horse-like animal. I doubt it. But they did use the remains of this extinct horse-like animal to help with the dating process, which is really cool. But it makes you wonder, if scientists are that far off on their timelines, then some of the stuff that these so-called, fringe scientists or alternative researchers may in fact be correct. People like Graham Hancock, who claim that there was a worldwide catastrophe 13,500 years ago, and it kind of destroyed civilization, that there was an advanced civilization back then. Well, I mean, when you push the timeline back even further of, hominins, then that would push back the timeline further of Homo sapiens. So, in essence, humans might have been around a lot longer than previously thought. And if that is the case, then possibly we were more advanced at one time, and something happened which gave us, global amnesia, and we no longer remember it, as probably some kind of extinction level event possibly that could have hit us, and we choose not to remember it anymore. Alright, so here are a couple different UFO videos that I took personally. This one is actually, it's through my girlfriend's Galaxy S6, but this is, what I'm doing here is actually just using AirDroid's screen recorder, and so I'm filming it through the night vision, but instead of actually pushing record on the camera, I'm screen recording it with a AirDroid app, and you can see a bunch of more stars, and I mean, it lights up so much better. If I was just to straight record this with the Galaxy S6 looking through the night vision, it'd be a lot blacker. You wouldn't see all the little white stars in the background that you do see. I thought I just saw a flash there. I don't know what the fuck that was. So it's pretty good. I mean, surprisingly, the Galaxy S6 has a fucking awesome camera. I think it's like a 16 megapixel camera, as opposed to like the Galaxy S7 and the S8, I believe, have just a 12 megapixel camera. So the Galaxy S6 does have something over those two, although it does just have, it doesn't have expandable memory, so kind of sucks. But this is cool. I took this a while back. I've been meaning to post it. And now this one I thought was pretty cool because of the speed, and I checked, I didn't see it on my app for anything else that it was a satellite or anything. But it didn't do anything fanciful, so, you know, who knows. Now this one, I think I've already posted this before, or I might have showed it on a live stream. I'm not sure, but we'll go ahead and just post it again just in case. Because this is a pretty cool one. Now this is the actual object. That's not like a bright star or something. That's the actual object that I'm filming, this UFO. And what's interesting about this one is the speed on this thing. I'm actually filming with my 4K camera zoomed in, looking through my night vision. Of course, my computer cannot run a 4K video, so this is why it looks so crappy. But this is what I thought was interesting about this object, was the speed at which it was moving. This thing is moving so incredibly fucking slow, way slower than than any satellite, the ISS, any Iridium satellite, anything, any telecom satellite, any helicopter, any airplane. I mean, anything in the sky. I mean, this thing is just fucking creeping. But it's going fast enough to be able to tell that it's moving, but so slow, it's just unbelievable. I literally filmed this whole thing for about 5 minutes. I think it was 5 minutes and 44 seconds. I cut a lot of it down, so the video won't be that long, but I believe I filmed it for 5 minutes and 44 seconds, and it still had more to go. And I was just like, Jesus, okay, I'm done with this thing. You know, I mean, it was just, you know, when you see a satellite go across the sky, I think a satellite can travel from horizon to horizon in about a minute. I think the satellites travel at around 17,000 miles an hour, if I'm not mistaken. I think it's like, that's like an average speed for them. And this thing was just fucking creeping, dude. I mean, if it was to go from horizon to horizon, it would have taken it fucking 20 minutes. I mean, I just saw it part way through the sky and then make it another part way to the sky before I gave up on it. I was like, oh my god, you're just fucking pissing me off, you're going so slow. But it really was cool watching this thing. And it was so incredibly bright. I mean, as you can see, it's passing a bright star, but that's a really bright star or a planet or whatever. It's not picking up, the camera's not picking up all the other stars around it. You know, it's only picking up the super bright ones. So that gives you an idea how bright this object is. I mean, it was insanely bright. I mean, it was like this huge light in the sky. See, now it's starting to dim out. See, like, I make it a point to try to keep the other star in frame as much as I can. So you can kind of tell what the speed is and everything, instead of just following the object and keeping it centered. See, now there's another bright star it's passing. I mean, it just gives you an idea how slow this thing's going, man. And this is where it sort of seemed to change direction. But I don't know. I mean, what do you guys think? I mean, can you think of anything in the sky that goes this slow? What, a fucking hot air balloon? I mean, what the fuck are we seeing here? I don't know. I thought it was pretty cool, so I figured I'd throw that up too. Now, this next clip, this is actually with my new night vision, although this was, this is in full vision. This is in our full spectrum. So this is not in night vision. And like this is like 7:30 in the morning, and you can still see a bunch of different stars that this night vision is able to pick up. And this was like early in the morning too, so I mean there was like no stars out. You couldn't see barely any of these stars with your eye, but with the camera or with the night vision, you could see all kinds of them. You know, I mean it's fucking awesome. And I decided just to film this in night vision. I have some other ones in full spectrum. I have some other ones in night vision that I'm going to be putting up in their own video. But this is cool. This is cool. You'll see the laser. See, it's bright green. That's, you know, it's full spectrum. It's awesome. So you can actually see the colors of stuff. So I thought that was pretty cool. Yeah, this like the night vision is like all black and white, man, but it looks fucking awesome. Alright, tell me what you guys think. UFO proof out.